Good afternoon, everyone. There seems to be a direct correlation spike when there's flooding in Europe. There's also flooding in Australia when the grand solar minimum intensifies. So as I said last year, look for flooding this year. Rain wiping out New South Wales crops, third wettest winter on record. Farmers say they're losing up to 80% of their crops. That's what the fields look like. Crop map of Australia. A quick look back in July. Canberra, wet July following the wettest June on record. Staying in that same time, the hottest and the coldest autumn. These extreme temperature fluctuations, but overall, the winter mean temperature down. Perth on track for the coldest winter this century. Melbourne weather, coldest in 26 years. Also, iceagenow.info, Robert Felix's site, blocked by at least one internet service provider in Australia, and you need to ask yourself why. And I will ask you to join me September 10th at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. I'm going to do a 1-hour interview on what to expect in 2017 going forward as this grand solar minimum intensifies. Looking back in time in Antarctica, you can see clearly the undulations in temperature. But notice at 1600 and also 1840, those deep drops. Those are the grand solar minimums, clearly visible in the time spectrum. We're going to see another one of those beginning right now. And notice how quickly they drop off. It doesn't take decades for the cooling to appear. It literally takes a couple of years. Looking back in time at patterns, this is France. The flood frequency in the Ios region, Nice and Cannes, where those spikes are in the yellow circles, when it spikes there, it also spikes and rains in New South Wales. There's a direct correlation. I called last year to start looking for flooding as this was going to be a repeating cycle with the spike up in France, specifically along the east coast of Australia, New South Wales, and Queensland. Here we go. Rain wipes out New South Wales crops. It's the third wettest winter on record. Farmers say they're going to lose up to 80% of their crops. A quick glance here at the different types of wheat grown in those areas. A wider out scale anywhere in green, flooding. I circled it in yellow at 150 east. Anywhere it's green, that's where the flooding's occurring. If we take a jump back in time into July, we'll also see Canberra weather. Rainy start in July, following the wettest June on record. And when you go to flood list, you can find a plethora of flooding stories, specifically in Queensland, New South Wales, West Australia, Tasmania. The list rolls on and on there. Going back 100 years exactly, we start to see 1917 easily matching up with the current floods, but then again, 1976 has a match as well. Interestingly, staying back a couple of months, it was the hottest and the coldest in the autumn period there. Gargantuan fluctuations in the temperatures. It was the hottest and coldest ever recorded in the same month. But with all that said, the winter mean temperature anomaly continues to decrease. Even though the Met Office will have you believe that it's the warmest year ever, Perth's on track for the coldest winter this century. And jumping into Perth now, when you just enter the keywords cold, there's a bastion of information coming through with cold fronts all across the country. Enter snow, and you can see anomalous snow events countrywide throughout the entire winter. Melbourne weather, coldest in 26 years. And this is one of those July images of the front coming straight off of Antarctica. Look at the river of clouds and that cold air just smashing, pouring into the continent. A bit closer up here for you. This is one of my favorite images of just raw power from nature. And just last month, so much snow in an area that it doesn't snow that it actually trapped people and they had to be rescued from the massive snowstorm right near the Jenolan Caves. Heavy, unexpected snowfall. Now, while the Met Office is claiming warmest year ever, The internet service provider OptusNet is blocking iceagenow.info, which is Robert Felix's site, from presenting this information to you. You go into his site, you keyword Australia, there's about 100 different articles in there just over the last 2 years about Australian weather turning cold, wet, abnormal, and this information is blocked, and you must ask yourself why, in supposedly a freedom of speech nation, is this information blocked from your viewing? Thanks for watching. Hope you got something out of the video. Check out Life Change Tea and detox formulas at getthetea.com. It's working amazingly well in my body because in these times coming up, nutrition is going to be one of your main concerns. You might as well cleanse yourself now to get ready for what's coming. Also, remember to like the Mini Ice Age fan page. I post a lot of additional links to things that I didn't put into this video specifically, or every video I research. Any links I come across, I throw those in the Facebook page. There's a few extras in there for you to view. And this Saturday, September 10th, at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, I'm going to be on Disclosed TV with Shaggy. We're going to do a 1-hour interview talking about the previous few months of anomalous weather, as well as what to expect in 2017 going forward with the intensification of the grand solar minimum. I welcome you to join us there. Jump on to Disclosed TV and get into that chat room so you can hear us live.